Welcome back to Smok'n Jay's Garage. Today we are once again in the gun garage, which is actually my basement, but the gun garage just sounds way more cool than, hey guys, I'm in my mom's basement, you want to see what I got? So, alright, so we got rifles today is what we're going to show you. I did a video on my pistols, and I am going to show you my rifles today. So I've got a bunch of them set out here. Actually, I've got all of them set out over here. Various tables, but we're going to start over here, and we'll get the boring ones out of the way right away. This is a Connecticut Arms 50 caliber muzzle loader. This one has the tritium sights on it. I have another one just like it. This one does not have the tritium sights. That's the difference between those two. This one also is a 50 cal. Still got the price tag on this one. Apparently I never shot that one yet. This is a Heritage. Nope, it's a Traditions, I'm sorry. A Traditions 50 caliber muzzle loader. This is a Marlin Model 60 22 long rifle. By the way, these are in no particular order, although I did try to get calibers and stuff together. Ruger 1022 with a pink laminated stock. This is a Ruger 1022 with a Valkortzen barrel and a Valkortzen stock. Some of my guns, you'll notice, I keep the suppressors on them when they have shorter barrels because they fit in my safe better, they stand up, makes the barrel a little longer. So you'll notice that some of my guns, as we go through this, still have the suppressors on. I usually just store them like that. This is a Ruger 1022 with a Valkortzen barrel, and I don't remember what brand this stock was, but obviously this is an aftermarket stock. Moving right along, this is an AR-15 Bushmaster. That is obviously 223 or 5.56. This, I have a Spikes Tactical lower receiver on it. You can see that it's the very cool little face on it. But this is actually a CMMG MK4, and it is chambered in 300 blackout. This is a Browning 280. I think they call these an A-bolt, but I'm not sure. There's not markings on it anywhere, and I don't really know much about Brownings, to be honest, especially their rifles. I won this in a raffle. So if you know or can tell the difference between an A-bolt and whatever else they have, I don't know what else they got. I know they got other names. Let me know. All right, we got our Remington Model 700. This is in 300 blackout. And I would like to save the best for last, but I'm going to show you guys this one right away. This is the tried and true High Point in 9mm. This is actually the oldest gun that I have. Of all of the guns that I bought, this is the one that I still have. This is the oldest one that I have. Not years-wise, but I have owned it the longest. That's a good little gun. Everybody needs at least one High Point, right? I get a little hate for that one. So this here is an M1 carbine that is in 30 caliber. This is an M1 Garand, except it's not actually a Garand, it's a tanker. It's got the shorter barrel on it, but it's the same action. And this is a, I don't even know what this is. It's a Ruger Ranch in 223. I don't get my guns out enough, I don't think. Let's move on to this table over here. Some of y'all have watched my videos before. You've seen this before. This is a Marlin 4570. This is a Winchester 32 Special. This is the Trapper model. It's got the shorter barrel on it. And in fact, this whole table here is all Trapper models. These are all the short barrel ones. This is a 30-30, and it's got the larger lever loop. This is another 30-30, but with the regular loop. This is a 357 Magnum. This is the 44 Magnum. And this is the 45 Long Colt. And while we're doing lever guns, we'll just move right on over to this one. This is a Henry 22 long rifle. When I bought this is the gun that I taught my son how to shoot on, but it was really big for him, and when he was shooting, he could not get the lever to cock all the way because the stock was too long, and I didn't want to spend the money to buy a youth model, so I contacted Henry and I asked them if their youth model stock would bolt right on, and if so, would I be able to get one? And Henry said that yes, it would bolt on, and because I was teaching my son to shoot on a Henry, they would send it to me for free, which is pretty cool of Henry to do that. This is a Winchester, model 94, 30-30. It's actually 30 WCF because this is a pre-64. They called them WCF back in those days, which stood for Winchester centerfire, but it's a 30-30 cartridge. This one, if you may have seen my video, this is one of 4 that were ever built that eject out of the loading door as well. This is 30-30. This is a Pulse 64, the only Pulse 64 Winchester that I have, full size. Another Winchester 94. This is a 32 Special. Another Winchester 94 in 30-30 or 30 WCF. And this one also is a 30-30 or 30 WCF. And we'll move on here. I've got a Remington 870. That's a 12 gauge. Another Remington 870, also a 12 gauge. I keep the slug barrel on this one. This is one of my truck guns. Got another Remington 870 here. This is a 20 gauge, and this is the youth model. Got another Remington 870 here. It's also a 20 gauge. And it is a little bit smaller than the youth model. I'm not sure what it is. Somebody actually got this for me. It's a little bit smaller. I think it's like the woman's model or something. The stock is super short. If you compare it to the youth model, try to get those lined up. Looks like it's about another inch and a half short maybe. And if you take a look at that barrel is also very short. Never actually shot this one, but I've taken some girls shooting sporting clays, and they like that one. It's very little. I don't know what this is. Riverside Arms. This is a 12 gauge double barrel. Don't know anything about Riverside Arms, but they are from Massachusetts, USA, apparently. And I believe this one says 1914 on it. I have fired this one though, and it does actually work. This is a 16 gauge. This is a Mossberg and Sons. I'm thinking that is what Mossberg was before they were just Mossberg. Perhaps they were Mossberg and Sons. Not sure. Bolt action 12 gauge. This is a 20 gauge Stoeger. And this is the 12 gauge Stoeger. These are both the Condor. I know they have a couple of different models. That's the lower end model. And this is the Browning Synergy Featherweight. This is also 12 gauge. And I had this sent out to Magnaport, and I had it pigeon ported. I like the way that shoots. It's a really nice shooting gun. If you've watched any of my other videos, or the right one of my other videos, then you'll remember my Black Aces Tactical lever action 12 gauge. That's right. That's a fun gun. And up here, we have a Savage Rascal in 22 long rifle. And up here we have our Ruger. This is a 308, and this is the Scout. Just looks a little bit bigger because I got the bipod and the silencer on it, and that super big scope. And I do believe we have got everything. So I hope you enjoy that. I'm looking to go tomorrow maybe and buy a new gun, so hurry up and leave something in the comments, because a wise man once told me, if you know how many guns you have, then you don't have enough. And having pulled all of these out for both my rifle now, and a couple weeks ago I did a pistol one, I ended up having to count what I had, so now I know how many guns I have, so I need to buy some more. So leave something in the comments. We're gonna go gun shopping probably tomorrow. Boom. If you watch this channel for the first time and you haven't already, and you want to, please subscribe.